So hey, what's up guys, it's BZT. So in today's video I'm going to show you our ultimate FPS guide for Battlefield 5. As we already know, the new Battlefield game is already being inbound, but it isn't as impressive as our expectation or as it's shown in the trailer by the DICE. But in that case, the new Battlefield games are getting revived. Like Battlefield 4, 1 and 5 especially. All these three games are kind of dead, especially Battlefield 5, there weren't a lot of players playing it. But recently it kind of get revived by a lot of players, I guess. Because the Battlefield matching system is working as fine as new. It's only taking like 10 to 5 seconds to get a new match into a new match, and the server browser is also working fine. So in today's video I'm going to show you how to dramatically increase the performance on a low-end PC or a high-end PC too, but especially focusing on the low-end PC because the visual quality is going to be look like a potato for sure. For clarifying you, we're going to use a low-end PC of 8GB DDR3 RAM with a graphics card of AMD R5 which has only 1GB of VRAM dedicated and a processor of AMD A8 chipset. So it's a low as fuck, and let's see how much you can increase the performance of this game on this low-end PC. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So at first we're going to start with some basic optimizations which can be done in the Windows only. So these are repeating ones, means you can do it anytime on all the games which you play. In any games this can be done. This is repeative. This will increase the overall performance of the game, and this will set your GPU to give your game the maximum effort your GPU can be provide. So at first go to the game directory file where you install the game, then select both of these exe files, go to properties, go to compatibility tab, select disable full screen optimization and high DPI settings. Same with the Battlefield 5 trial, compatibility tab, disable and high DPI settings. After that you need to go to your settings and gaming tab and game mode. Make sure your game mode is turned on, then go to graphics settings, and here you need to select both of these exe files which you just do it. I have already did it, so it's not gonna take it again. I'm gonna show you. In default it will be on let the Windows decide. You need to change it to high performance. It will be on later Windows define. You have to change it to high performance. You have to do it with the both of it. After that, now we are going to do some steps which will dramatically increase the performance of your PC. Not only the game, but it will increase the performance of the PC, which will make your PC work a bit faster and also a bit smoother. And this will also help to increase the performance of overall gaming experience on your PC. First, go to startup and make sure you have disabled all the applications which is running in background, except like sound system, Bluetooth, etc. Disable all the applications which are in the background startup, because if you don't disable it, it will run in your background whenever you boot up your PC or restart your PC. It will run on your background and you don't even notice. Suppose like right now in my background a lot of stuff is working. One of them is the team viewer, which I don't even need, but it is running and it's eating up my RAM. Now I will recommend you to download the application called Memory Time, which I generally use every time before running a game. I will link it in the description. What this application does is boost your overall PC performance, like as I say at the beginning, ha- in a RAM way. Means it cleans up the cache or the unnecessary RAM which is being eaten by some caches of some application which is running on the background. Like suppose you can see that only 7 GB RAM is available out of 8 GB RAM I have, so which is 30% already being taken. You can see already. So as soon as I will click clean memory, watch it. As soon as I click clean memory, it's decreasing from 30% for only it's taking now 16%. So our game will be able to utilize more RAM than it was before. Make sure you close the application before running the game. I need to do it every time before running the game. Now you need to go to device manager. After that, you need to go to system device, find system device, and then here will be high PCI's event timer which will be enabled. You need to disable this. I have already disabled, so you need to disable this which will be enabled. Like it will be like this, disable, enabled, and you need to disable it like this. Yes, and it done. And now you need to download one file from my link in description. As always, I have given the mega link which will be easier for you guys to download. After downloading the file, you can extract the file using WinRAR or 7Z, and I'm pretty sure that everyone uses WinRAR. In this file, this is the main thing of my optimization guide, because this is the main thing which will increase the maximum performance. But before extracting the file, let me say you one thing, that if you install the game by using Origin and you downloaded it like on the default settings without customizing or without setting the download location on your own manually, or the default one, if you set it the default one, then there is a maximum chance that your documents folder will be on the app data. So you need to go to app data, then local, and here we will Battlefield 5 folder. This maximum chance of your game would be there, and or else you need to go to documents. If that folder is empty, you need to go to documents, and then you need to find Battlefield 5, and here will be this files. But if this folder is empty, if there is no folder like this here, then you need to go to app data, and app data folder will also be the same as this folder if you have it. But in this case, I don't have it on the app data, I have it on the documents folder. So basically, I will recommend you to check both of them. If your folder is on documents one, then you need to tweak the documents folder. If your folders are in the app data one, then you need to tweak the app data one. There's a 50% chance of it's to be in documents or if it's in the app data. There is no difference in the tweak or in the gameplay. So let's get into it. First, you need to go to the settings folder, and here it might be 4 or 5 or 6 folders depending on your class swing. So let's first minimize this folder and go to our file which we just downloaded. So let's extract it. Password of the file is sub2beast. Easy password, I guess so. Sub2beast, all in small letters. Sorry, sub2beast 13. The password is sub2beast 13. After you've done, extract the file, open the file, and here you will get 2 more files. So basically, one of them has, both of them are same, but one of them is little bit better in graphics and one of them is the lowest possible. And the basic difference in the graphics is one of them has shadow and one of them don't have the shadow. The benchmark which I will show you in this game will be of with shadow. So it will be like 2 to 3 FPS difference because of the shadow. Both of them will be running in the lowest possible resolution, which is 800 into 600 in my tree. I'm gonna show you. You can see the difference, or if you guys want to do it manually, you can do it manually also. So what you need to do is copy it, and I will always recommend you to use the lowest possible settings. Means my lowest version one. It will be better for us. So copy the file, copy your card, whatever you want to do, copy it and replace it with the in-game file. After pasting it or replacing it, don't forget to go to properties of the file and set it to read only. By setting it into read only, the game won't be able to change the graphics to the default on its own. And that's it. This will possibly give you more and more FPS if you were getting like 5 to 10 FPS. Now you will get minimum of 20 FPS. Mark my word. And it's time for the gameplay or the benchmark, whatever you want to say. Another thing I'm going to say, the gameplay which I'm going to show you is my gameplay because I just recorded on this laptop. That's why while recording only, I was getting like 20 to 25 FPS because I was recording. And without recording, we will get like 30 to 35 FPS. That's what I get in max in this game.
Be able to try out a variety of weaponry and get a feel for how they handle.
By the way guys, it's really kind of hard work to make videos like this. So if this video really helped you guys, then please subscribe and like the video and share with your friends who also need help in fixing lags. And let's get into it. Let's go.
Remember, the more practice you have here on the range will only improve your effect. Now show us what you've got. Prepare for the first wave. It will begin on my mark. Looks like we have quite a variety of talent. Let's move on to something a bit grander, shall we? Well, you're not as green as I expected. I think we may have a chance of winning this. The next wave will begin shortly. Not bad, troops. Not bad. Righty-ho. Looks like you're ready for a little more of a challenge. Prepare to pop off the enemy as they pop up in various locations. Look sharp. Another wave is about to crash over us. Put you on the front lines immediately and feel confident with my decision. Great job.